What is going on, YouTube? I am Germ here. So, obviously, G2 got eliminated from Worlds contention this past weekend. Their season is over. I think a lot of us are still processing it. A lot of us are still figuring out what happened. I know when I put out a poll of who everyone thought was going to win this weekend between G2 and Fnatic, I think G2 had like 80% of the vote or something like that. You know, people were definitely disappointed with G2 throughout this season, but people were not ready for them to not even make it to Worlds. They were not ready for them to lose to Fnatic, a rookie top laner, a auto-filled jungler, the mid laner nobody wanted, Upset, who was Fnatic's, second choice, G2's second choice. Just this Fnatic team that was good, but G2 was supposed to be better, and now Fnatic's going on to Worlds. G2 season is over. Fnatic still has a chance to play for the title. And G2 came in talking all the trash, as usual, feeling confident, maybe even a little bit cocky, maybe even a little bit arrogant. And now, Fnatic, their fans, their players, they're getting a chance to fire back. And to me, it's really, really hilarious. G2's kind of looking worse and worse. And in today's video, we're going to be going over Adam just kind of roasting Wunder right after he bodied him, which is pretty funny. So definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy this video. I would appreciate it so much. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content, and consider checking out my Patreon, patreon.com/IamGerm, where you can find the VODs to my weekly podcast, Beyond the Rift with I Am Germ, which is also live streamed every single Monday on YouTube. With that being said, let's get right into this. So, in today's video, here is a clip we were talking about. This is from the LEC broadcast. This is right after Fnatic eliminated G2 in that crazy Game 5, where Adam had pulled out the Darius and kind of stomped all over Wunder. I think Wunder might have gotten a solo kill as Camille into the Darius. But all in all in the series, people were very, very critical of Wunder. They're critical of Wunder throughout the whole season, throughout the whole year, not just summer split, not just summer playoffs. But Adam came out and he had a very, very good series, especially for a rookie going up against Europe's most decorated top laner. This guy is a world finalist. This guy is an MSI champion. This guy is a however many time LEC champion. He is a veteran. He's been everywhere, played against everybody, beaten almost everybody except for like FPX and Damwon, I guess, last year. And again, Adam was able to rise up to the situation in a very, very stressful, crazy match against the juggernauts of G2. He lived to tell the tale, and he lived to, trash talk him right back after the game. So let's see what Adam did have to say, and then we can kind of react to that, because there's some spicy stuff here.
I want to talk a bit about the top lane matchup, and I want to talk about something that I read on Twitter, which was when you played Olaf. I hear that there's a story connected to that, in that you scrimmed G2 actually in K-Corp and picked Olaf. What's up with that?
Yeah, so I was in K-Corp, so we indeed scrimmed G2, and I blind picked Olaf, right? And I think it was playoffs for G2, playoffs time, because it was EU Masters for me.
Yep.
So I blind picked Olaf, and Wunder considered that it would be useless practice for him to pick a correct champ against Olaf. So he actually picked Yumi just to troll his teammates. So, I mean, not to troll, but like he apparently don't want to play the game. And maybe he should have picked a good champ, so he would have practiced more against my Olaf today.
And I heard that you put in chat when you played Olaf.
Yeah, I was.
Where's your Yumi?
I wrote no Yumi Sach.
Okay,
yeah.
I see.
That is so funny. This clip is so hilarious on so many different levels. One, this is a comment I saw, I think from somebody else on Twitter, and they said, G2 is the team who, when they were at their best, they had all kinds of crazy picks and champions. This team was playing Pyke in 4 different positions. I believe they played him top, jungle, mid, and support. And they were damn good at it. I mean, pulling out these surprise special picks was something that made them so good. They were pulling out mages in the bot lane. Caps or Reckless, not Reckless. Perks' very first game as AD carry was a Zoe game. This team has played Sejuani top, and they've been successful with all of these different picks. They have made things work. They've been so versatile. They've been so good in drafts. Maybe not this year, but when they were at their best. 2019 G2 especially. They played anything. They played everything. And not only did they just play random stuff and troll with it, they played random stuff and made it work because they were so good and they had so many different strategies prepared that they could do that. So for G2 to tell somebody else that their pick is too crazy, too stupid, whatever, especially when it's Olaf, who, yeah, he's not like a meta top laner, but he is a top laner. He's seen some play in the top lane throughout this year. It's not like a super common pick. And yes, if you're trying to like practice for playoffs or whatever, you're probably not really trying to prepare against Olaf. So I understand it on G2 side a little bit. If they are trying to practice against teams that are going to be playing like Ornn and, whatever, Sion, whatever, regular top lane picks, and you're going to play against an Olaf, it might be a little bit annoying. But I think conventional wisdom would tell you that the normal way to handle that would maybe be to just dodge the draft and then tell the other team, like, hey, can we just play against this? Or can you play this champion? Or can we at least, stick to, like, we're trying to get ready for Rogue. Can we play the top laners that we think Odoamne is going to play or something like that? Why, if you think it's a waste of time playing against Olaf, why would you pick Yuumi and make it even more of a waste of time? At that point, you're not even wasting, K-Corp's time. You are wasting your own teammates' time. How did G2's teammates allow this to happen? How did G2's coach allow this to happen? There's a lot of red flags here on G2 side of Wunder trolling and scrims like this. Like, that's a big red flag to me for Wunder, having the ego, having the disrespect to do something like that to another team and to other players just because they don't do exactly what you want. But then also to disrespect his teammates, his coaches, and just the whole scrim like that is kind of a red flag. But then for Adam to pull out Olaf in a playoff series against the Viego. He does well. Fnatic wins. Obviously gets him a little bit closer to Worlds. Ultimately, it goes to Game 5. They end up winning. If G2 would have been able to beat the Olaf, G2 might be at Worlds right now. And the fact that he remembers that, and he's a rookie in his very first split, in his very first playoff series, and he's all chatting to Wunder, asking him where Yuumi is, that stuff, it might have gotten in Wunder's head a little bit. It might have played some, mental warfare on G2 and Wunder at the very least. They probably thought it was funny. They probably thought it was a good joke. They probably thought it was good banter. But then to back it up and to actually take him down and win that game is so cool from Adam. That is so dope. And yeah, it's like, when G2 is at their best, they're cocky, they're arrogant, they're ready, they're trash talking people, and that's what G2 had been doing. And for them to still come up a little bit short, and then to know behind the scenes they were, being assholes to people and trolling people like that, like, if you're the best team in the world and you're stomping people, you get to get away with a little bit more of that stuff. You can do that stuff more, but right now you're the 4th best team in Europe, and if you're Wunder, you just got clapped by a rookie top laner, a guy who is playing in European Masters just a split ago, in a giant playoff series with the spot at Worlds on the line. You're maybe losing your job now. G2, there's talk that G2 might sell you off. You might end up on a worse team next year. While Adam is taking his Olaf and headed to Worlds. This to me was absolutely hilarious. Karma at its finest, storylines at its finest. So many storylines throughout this whole series. As you just dive deeper and deeper, there's so much going on. So much hilarious stuff. I think Adam played this perfectly. And yeah, what goes around comes around. And G2, another bad look for them after probably even worse defeat to Adam and Fnatic. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about this whole situation? Do you think it's a bad look for Wunder, bad look for G2, red flags? You think G2 should get rid of Wunder? Or do you think it's not really that big of a deal? And it's just kind of, are you on Wunder's side? Do you think they shouldn't waste his time like that? I don't know. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.